First Amendment Forum is literally a look at the First Amendment and all its implications for journalists and for the public and for Congress and for everybody involved in a democracy. If you look at 40 years ago, it was the early days of journalism and certainly the early days of broadcast journalism, and things were a lot different then than they are now. Back in those days, journalism was probably a more respected profession, and there was a little bit more investigative journalism that went on in the last 40 years than goes on now. These days, a lot of TV stations and a lot of newspapers are kind of afraid of investigative journalism because they're afraid of the lawsuits that they might face, and they're afraid of a few other things like how it would reflect on them if they did a corruption investigation in public officials or something like that. So there's less investigative journalism going on today than there was years ago. So I guess if there's one historical event that has taken place since the First Amendment Forum started, it's a decrease in investigative work. A lot of it has to do with consolidation in the media industry. We've seen a lot of different media companies converge together, merge and form one company, and with other companies that are not media related. For instance, General Electric owns a network, a TV network, so that TV network is going to be a little less likely to do an investigative job on General Electric nuclear power plants, something like that. I think the internet's had a great impact on media because they're doing more investigative reports on the internet these days than they used to on TV. So that has really come along because newspapers are largely moving into the web. And so you're seeing newspapers do more investigative work in their websites than in their print papers at times. There's also a new investigative body called ProPublica that does most of their stuff on the web, and they do a lot of investigative work too. So I think it's been a real good development.